Alright, today's video, I'm going to modify the airbox on this car, my 2004 Saturn Ion Quad Coupe. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the K&N filter I got on eBay. Okay, I got this on eBay for $20 used. Got to clean it, so I got the cleaning kit at Pep Boys. This was like $11, so $31. And then I had to do this, the obligatory decal. That was like $1.50 shipped. So 20, 31, 32. These are like $45 brand new, so I saved like $12. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this first. Okay, this is what the air box looks like. Here's the top part right here. So air comes out through here and then feeds through there. So there's not much I could do with it actually. I'll do something though, just because I'm bored. But here's where the engine gets air, just through this one opening right here. So I could I want to make this look stock because I'm in California and I want to, I want to pass the visual inspection for smog every 2 years. I can drill this out, cut out a box right here so I get more air coming through here, but I might fail the visual if they check hard enough and see that I drilled this out. So I think I'm just going to drill this out right here on the side. Create a big opening right here. That's all I could really do. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Okay, here's a quick look at the intakes I have on my cars. This is a 97 Cobra. This is referred to as a hot air intake. Open cone and heat shield. I don't even think the heat shield helps, but that's what it looks like. And then I have a little air duct right here that goes from here and then down to there, so give it some air. Like I said, I live in California, so smog regulations here are very strict. So this sticker lets the smog guy know this is California legal, this intake. Yeah, it's really lame. Check out my video, modding retardation in California, for more details on that. Okay, here's the intake on my 03Z06 Ram Air style intake. Like I said, smog Nazis in California, so I took the decal off, the Ram decal, because I want it to look stock, and it pretty much does. So this one has like tubing going all the way into the front opening in the bumper, so you could see it right here. Well, you can't because of the mesh, but the tubing, it's like goes all the way like that, and then it feeds air like a Ram Air style into here. So that's that. Okay, about 6 years ago, I made a video called Horsepower for Free. That video has like 1,200,000 views. Got a lot of positive comments and a lot of hate. A lot of guys were like, "You're gonna break your car, you retard. You're gonna break it." Well, here it is, 5 years later, still kicking. 92 40 Conaline. I took the silencer out of this part, and basically it was just taking air from this area. So I added this tubing right here. Added this tubing, and it goes right there. See it? Kind of like, getting air from behind the headlight. So there you go. 6 years later, still kicking. Look that video up. I know this new video is probably going to get a lot of hate. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm just having fun. Just having fun. It's just YouTube, people. Relax. Okay, back on topic here. Saturn Ion 04 Quad Coupe. Nice little motor. All aluminum, pretty cool. Alright, air box is out. And like I said, this is where it draws air. This single hole right here. I have no idea where it's going. Probably to the lower bumper. So here's the air box out. So this is the back, and this is the front. There's your only air. So like I said, I don't want to bore this out right here, because when it gets smogged, they're going to be able to see a hole, and I don't want to fail because of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bore out this section right here. I don't know how much more air my engine's going to get, but I am putting a K&N filter in there, so that'll help a little bit. And then when I cut this out, maybe I'll get a little more air. And it's the cold side of the engine, so you know, there's a little gap, but it's something. It'll give you guys some ideas. If you guys have stock air boxes and you don't have any money to buy an intake, maybe you just want to modify your stock air box and put a K&N filter in. Hopefully get a little more engine sound. And some of you guys' cars might have an area where you could draw in more air. But for me, that's my setup. Okay, tools: power drill, jigsaw. I'm going to drill a hole right here and cut this out so I have more areas to draw in air versus this right here. Alright, let's do it. Okay, this is how it's going to be done. Jigsaw. I'm going to cut across, cut across, cut across, cut across, cut across, and this section should come right out. So check it out, it'll fit perfectly right there. There you go. Okay, there's a section cut out, so now I have more area to draw in air. And when I put this in, hold on one second, let me turn off the camera. See, with it in place, you can't even tell I did anything. Like I said, it's not much because it's a small gap right here, but it is on the cold side. Take that out, there you go. There you have it. Here it is, all cut out. So I don't know, if you want to do this, just look at your car. Just look at your airbox, study your airbox, see where you could cut out area so you'll draw in more air. Like I said, I don't want to cut out this area because you'll be able to see it from here if you're the smog guy. And if you're a douchebag, you'll probably fail me for inspection. But yeah, once the filter's on and this is on, yeah, it looks just like stock. So let's go ahead and finish up cleaning the K&N filter. Okay, here's the K&N filter. All cleaned up, oiled up. Now I'm just going to wipe it off and let it sit in the sun for about an hour. Most important part coming up right now. Alright, most important part right here. The decal on your car. Here's a clean filter in place. All I have to do is close this up and I could go for a drive, see if it made any difference in sound. Okay, here's the air box back together. You can't tell anything was done to it, so you could do this to your mom's car if your mom let you borrow her car so you could take your friends bowling and you want her car to sound cooler. Do this to it, she won't know. Okay, this is my daily driver. It's a nice little sports coupe. I like it, I enjoy it. Just having a little fun with it. Hopefully the gutted air box and K&N filter improves the fuel economy a little bit, which is why I did it. That and I'm bored. 5-speed manual, so it is a fun car to drive. If I could get a little more engine sound out of it, engine noise in, that'll be pretty fun too, but it's a nice car. Do my best to keep it clean, but I drive this thing a lot. So let's go ahead and get a sound clip. Hopefully this camera picks it up, but we'll see. We'll see if this car sounds any better. Okay, let's fire this up. Sounds about the same at idle. No placebo effect. So, with the last 3 tanks of gas, I got this Ultra gauge about 3 tanks ago. I've been averaging about 26 miles per gallon, so I'm right at 26 right now. So hopefully this setup will give me better fuel economy, even if I could get into the 27s. This is stop and go, normal driving, not hypermiling. If I drove this car like a grandma and hit the freeway all the time, it could get 40 miles per gallon. But this is just regular life right here. Okay, this is 100% stock. No changes at all. So I want to get a sound clip of how it sounds before the gutted airbox and K&N filter. So this is going to be your typical 4-cylinder acceleration. Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, Nissan Sentra, that classic car. They all accelerate pretty much the same. Of course, if you have like a supercharged or a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, it's going to be a lot faster than this, but this is going to be your typical 4-cylinder acceleration. Okay, when you accelerate, there's definitely a sound difference. So idle, there's nothing, but when you accelerate, it's there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but I'm going to enter the freeway in a second here, so... Alright, I'm the only car, so once I hit the freeway, I'll be able to step on it. Like a couple seconds to take a turn right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in first gear. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but it sounds good. I'm not going to put a aftermarket exhaust on this thing because I don't want it to sound like a bunch of bumblebees, but this sounds good. You know what this is going to work on the best on? If you got a factory supercharged car. Especially those old GM 3800s with the supercharger. Those have like a bunch of sound baffles. It's a really restrictive airbox. I actually did that. I actually have done this trick before. Did it on my friend's 97 Grand Prix GTP, and he got some supercharger whine. Like if you drive those 3800 supercharged cars, you can't even hear the supercharger whine. But if you modify the airbox, you'll be able to hear it. If you put an intake, you'll really be able to hear it. But yeah, this is a cheap way. Well, free way actually. This is a free way to get a little more sound, maybe a little more horsepower, no promises. The K&N filter, that wasn't free, but you know, I paid $30 for it with the cleaning kit, $32 with the decals, so there you go. I'll put another sound clip just in case this didn't come out very well. Okay, here's a quick engine rev, windows down. Oh, there's a rev limiter on this thing. It only lets you go up to 4,000. Okay. Yeah, it definitely sounds better. When I started it up, yeah, it sounded the same. Yeah, see, here we go. Idling. Sounds like nothing. Very quiet. But yeah, when you step on the gas, you know, bring the RPMs up, sounds good. Sounds better. I don't want to put an aftermarket muffler on this. It's just going to sound like a bunch of bumblebees chasing me. But I'm happy with it. I got what I wanted. Step one is, you know, better sounding car. Like I said, I enjoy this car. 5-speed manual. It's a sporty little sports coupe. So it's fun. And it's going to be more fun to drive now that I could hear the engine a little better. You know, actually, a lot better. It's definitely louder. So next step, see if it improves my fuel economy. So you may just be passing by this channel to watch this video, or you may be a sub of mine who follows this car. So if you're a sub of mine, more videos about this car coming up. I'm going to track fuel economy with the gutted airbox and K&N filter. But there you have it. Everyone kick ass, be safe, and take it easy, and have fun.